Why are there still starving people if churches are filled with gold and riches and elaborate cloaks, jeweled, and crowns and all this type of stuff? Where's the logic in that? Where's the I don't know. Jesus apparently was in favor of giving away all your possessions and to the poor for one, and to in order to get into heaven. Have you ever seen Jesus say, "Hoard all your riches and try to find as much riches as possible"? Didn't he kick moneylenders out of the church? Um, it's kind of linked with the whole taxation thing. If if churches are not being taxed, that means that money that they're receiving from gullible people is being used without their knowledge, without a legal way to see exactly what the church is doing with your money. And it leaves the people of other faiths, or people without faith, to take up that brunt of the taxes that church property would probably help cure a lot of the debt problems in I guess both in all our countries or whatever in North America. Technically, I don't know if this is the right word because I'm Canadian, but it's unconstitutional, I think, for the rest of the population who may have other religious beliefs or no religious beliefs to pay the taxes that churches, specific only religious buildings, something that the Constitution or Declaration, or I don't know which document you guys have, that declares that your government will not encourage nor discourage any religious practice. Having churches not taxed is encouraging religious practice. And it's detrimental to society because it leaves the rest of the brunt of paying taxes on the populace, who may or may not even follow that religion. Is completely unfair. I don't think that's legal. Don't think that should be legal. Until all the churches are taxed, until all the churches sell their jewels and gold and give it to the poor. Well, the churches should be taxed, but until the churches give to the poor all the money that's made from all the riches that they hold inside them, I'll never take their story of salvation seriously. They're a business. Religion is a business. If they want to charge people if people want to be indoctrinated, have them pay a membership fee, an actual legal membership fee, not a bogus tithe or donation to a church that spends that money on buying more gold ornamentation and more jewel-encrusted cloaks. I know not all churches are like that, but there are churches heavily decorated with super expensive materials. There's no excuse for that. Again, is there any passage where Jesus himself... Churches are for glorifying Christ, aren't they? For glorifying Jesus Christ. A church is for the worship of Christ and God, I guess. Christian churches, anyway. Did Christ ever say to keep all your gold, to try to make sure you have... to hoard your gold, and all that? He may have said give gold to the church, who knows, but that might have been, the whole scheme. It's a lot easier to come to the conclusion that these people are more like shysters rather than actual spiritual leaders. It's a business. If you want to be indoctrinated, pay a membership fee. If you want to have a church, be prepared to pay the taxes. If you want to make your message credible, if you want to make your message more easier to accept, then sell your fucking gold, give the money to the poor, like you're supposed to be doing. Jesus has, in everything that I've seen Jesus talk about money, or read, he says give it away. Give it to the poor, give away all your possessions, and he even says hate your mother and father. If you don't hate them, you can't join me. That type of stuff. Different translations or whatever, people will come up with semantics to get around that. But that's all religion is semantics. People come up with semantics to get around obvious flaws in logic. So that's my challenge, and I think I encourage more people to make videos about this. I encourage more people to bring this up in the public forum. Churches, sell your jewelry, sell your expensive decorations. If you have enough money to make decorations in a church, then you have enough money to give that money to the poor. There's no excuse for it. Just because you want a pretty church. That's not what it's about. A church should probably just be baseboards and wall paneling. Anything more is contradicting the very message that you're trying to give. How can anyone take you seriously? And that's my view on that. More people make more videos about this. Bring this topic out to the public. Tax the churches. That'll save make a lot of money for the country, both countries. And churches, sell your damn jewels and gold and riches. A church should not be rich by definition. And yes, so that's what I have to say. Thanks.